Hey all, today's video is my 99% Parse on Sikran. This is actually my third kill. The first and second kill I took a little bit of a nap by taking an arrow, as you can see here, and I thought that this one would be a better one to review and commentate. So before the fight starts, as always, here are my talents if you'd like to look, and you can check out the log in the links below, and below my character is my Akili bar that you can see the buttons I'm being recommended, and in the bottom left you can see the buttons I actually press. Sikran is a pure single target fight, so we choose our talents accordingly, and we open with Lust on Pull.
First set of blades coming out now.
So unfortunately here I do get the first blade mechanic, which is going to require me to run out. However, we end up with the positioning that I can actually have the inner box spot right next to the boss, so I get to maximize uptime. And then right after this, the arrows start, that are the bane of my existence, so I spin my camera up around and get prepared to cast my mandate, while dodging arrows. Coming up here shortly, you'll start to see Sunfire appear in my Akili recommendations. That's just a personal cook. I'm thinking about making a possible video of should you cast Sunfire in Feral, and that would be an interesting dive into why I'm even trying this strategy. But, needless to say, the boss casts another set of blades and charges around, and I use a Tiger's Dash to follow it up to maintain, again, I just want to be as close to the boss as possible at all times, being able to hit my ability buttons.
Alright, watch purple swirlies, next charge is there in 3 seconds.
And as you can see here, I have an assigned Stampeding War for right after these arrows end and the boss is ready to charge back out. This will actually be helpful and advantageous to me personally too, as it will allow me to chase down the boss as soon as they're done doing their little zigzags. The next upcoming mechanic to worry about is the fall off damage bomb. For this, most of my raid runs out to an AMZ kind of at distance, but I have my survival instincts that to stop 60% of damage, and it doesn't seem to do all that much damage to me, so I kind of just run out the minimum to, again, just be near the boss as quickly as possible, without having to use any of my movement abilities that I would like to have for other situations. And you'll see that become helpful here in a little bit, because I end up getting the blade mechanic again and need to run out, while the arrows are going. So, this gives me a little bit of extra speed to get into position and to focus on dodging the arrows so that I don't just die when 3 of them try to land directly on the position I'm trying to stand in. Conveniently, right after those blades, my CDs come up in between 2 sets of blades, so I'll be allowed to hit my Convoke and not have to worry about that boss running away, and I'll be able to get good efficiency out of my CDs this way.
Watch your feet for swirlies as well, please. Give yourself enough space.
Unfortunately, during this next set of blades, you can look at my Stampeding War and Tiger's Dash cooldown and see that neither of them are up, so I'm just going to have to walk very slowly up to the boss as it comes back into position after doing its charge out.
Good job, use a personal.
So right here, I actually have a Sunfire came up right before a rip, which is not an intentional thing that I ever wanted to have happen when I was trying to design my conditions, especially because after I use the Sunfire, I'm immediately told that I should be using Adaptive Swarm, so this is even more concerning, and it kind of causes a little bit of an issue, but not much at the same time, because I still end up doing the rotation correctly, and having everything maintained as they need to. And with that, the second explosion bomb runout mechanic is coming up, and unfortunately I don't have 2 charges of survival instinct, so it's not up this time. So instead, I'm going to run out with the rest of the group, press Bark Scan, and I'll just use Tiger's Dash to run back in. The next mechanic I have to worry about is my assigned Stampeding War here, that I believe is supposed to be for the blades and runouts. But unfortunately the way it's timed, and me actually getting around to it like a second or 2 late, it kind of comes out after the mechanic does.
Next set of charges in about 5 seconds.
And here, at the end of the fight basically, I get the last set of charges. So, I up to my Tiger's Dash, and I run around the whole group, and then try to find my spot, while also dodging these stupid swirlies.
We need to hit at least 6 of these.
From this point forward, we can just watch until the end of the fight. And, unfortunately, if you look very carefully, you'll notice that my Mad Queen's Mandate, which does more damage as the boss's HP gets lower, coming up, and just as I start the channel it, the boss dies. Anyways, thanks for watching, and if you like this Feral content, please like and subscribe for more.